Hey, what is up, guys? It's Humorous Duty, the one they call Humor. And today I got a little video of a search and destroy on League Play with me and my friends, and we completely dominated the other team with 3 people because it's kind of a funny story. My mom said I had to go somewhere with her, and I kind of didn't have to go anymore after my friend Quickscope Nation Vibes left, and he was really pissed. And it was just hilarious. We all had a good laugh, and so and so. So today I want to talk about communication with your teammates, with your friends, whenever you're playing Call of Duty. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the gameplay in the background. This is the 13-7 gameplay on Search and Destroy on League Play. I think this is Cargo. Yeah, this is Cargo, and we completely destroyed them. Completely. When I say completely, the other team didn't have that many kills. They had lots of deaths. So, communication. Why is this important? Well,
adequate performance.
Communication is basically where, well, you guys know what that is. It's basically where you have to communicate with your friends by talking verbally and having to know how to plan out things. So like in this game, we all decided to rush plant and most of the time camp at B. Even though at the beginning of the game they planted at A, we still had a plan to run over there. We all stayed together, and even when they were dead, they still were speaking to me because it's League Play and we could communicate even if we're in a party. So communication, if I wasn't communicating in this game, I probably would have did completely terrible, especially if I was by myself. And this is another important aspect, because say you're with a party of your friends, like say about things random, like 5 people, 4 people, and you're playing on what, let's say Hardpoint. Hardpoint, it's probably one of the most important games to stay together in, because if you're just running around willy-nilly, then what are you really going to stay with someone? How are you going to do that if you can't speak to anyone, if you don't have any Turtle Beaches or at least some $20 mics? I know a lot of people have that, but I know it's not cheap. It's just, mics are really important to communication, because I know you're not going to sit there while texting a message. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to sit there. And especially on Xbox, even if you have a keypad, it's going to take up time during the game. You may lose the gameplay a little bit. You may have to pause. Even if you're making a YouTube video gameplay, you're going to have to pause through it, send a message. And if you're recording while you're playing the game, then it's especially going to be bad, because they're going to have to wait for you to type and yada, yada, yada. So communication, you have to do it all the time. Without communication, you're most likely to have no good games. So unless you're lucky, unless you're a good player, like, can't come to anyone at my mind, but maybe my friend Amari, Nitro Twist, he's an excellent player. He usually doesn't play with his friends other than our friend Amari at school. He usually doesn't play with friends, and he still gets great gameplays. Like, his next video will probably be a 20-2 maybe video gameplay, and it's probably going to be awesome. So if he wasn't to if he was to communicate, who knows, that video could be a 50-6 gameplay like Sloppy Slip does. Even though you don't get the gameplay in, at least you know that you're able to communicate and you'll get better eventually. If you don't communicate, then how are you going to get better? How are you going to be able to talk to your friends? Unless you're like on the phone with them or something, that's a different story. But other than that, you should always have Turtle Beaches, $20 mics, $10 mics. Who cares? Just get a bunch of mic where you can hear your teammates and the teammates can hear you. So this way, you can communicate and you can get those great gameplays in. And if you were to do this, I promise you, this isn't a guarantee, but most people will get better. Me, I got better because my friend AK, my friend Quickscope Nation Reaper, Quickscope Nation Vibes, my friend Clutching Fury, my friend Baby G 04097, we all are great players. And imagine what you can do with a bunch of great players that communicate. If you communicate with them, then you're unstoppable. This game doesn't phase you. You're able to do anything. You can find glitches. You can look up YouTube glitches while talking to each other. Find out how to do stuff. Find out how to plant stuff. How to find out where you're gonna go. Like in this game, we rush planet B most of the time. If you were to just rush plant one bomb the whole game and stay all together, then think about it. You're not gonna be stopped. You're gonna always have that one person. Maybe if the team is other team is good enough, they'll blow out your whole team. But that's like a 1 out of a million chance. You're not gonna get blown out most of the time. It's not something that happens very often. So if you rush plant and you want to rush plant and half the other team goes to A, wow, how are you going to rush plant? They're gonna be by yourself, and if you get killed, then the game is over. So most of the time, if you don't stay with your team and go the opposite direction, instead of doing what you want to do, you have to follow the other team. So you're basically in a lose-lose situation to get the gameplay. So you probably won't get the gameplay, and you're most likely not going to be doing your plan, the plan that you spent like a good 5 minutes taking. It's gonna take time. So this kind of concludes the video. If you guys want any more great videos like this one on strategies and stuff like that, look up my channel, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and look up my friend Amari's channel. His name is Nitro Twist. I'll leave it in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Like the video, subscribe, comment, do all that great stuff. I know I don't get a lot of views on a lot of things, a lot of videos, but if you're out there and you got a warm, loving heart, then give this video a like or maybe even subscribe. So look out for my friend Amari's channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.